Perspective on Osrc TV. Perspective is that program where we have to talk about good trending stories that happen during the course of the week. We also review newspapers, and then we bring you trending gist. But of course, I don't do it alone. I have my beautiful ladies with me today in the studio. I have one that her face have been missing for quite, should I say, like 2 weeks now. She has not really been on the show, but she is back, better, and of course, you know how we do it. She has lots of perspective to also throw on the stories that we have today. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Yes, good morning, beautiful people out there. It's so good to be here again. Yes, and a happy weekend. And that's my favorite line, the weekend. The only end that I love the most is the weekend.
You know, but for us, we really have weekends. You know, we kind of walk around.
Yeah, we don't, but we sometimes find a way around it to have fun. Yes. So wherever you are today, please relax. It's the weekend. Have fun. Relax. You've been working all along the week, you know, throughout the week, Monday till now. And then weekend, you have to relax. Relax. Take it easy. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
For that. And then to the one who was, should I call her the one that got away, but is finally back. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning to you. Look amazing. I'm fine. Thank you. You look amazing too.
And you're not doing bad as well.
Oh,
Gorgeous
thank you
ladies.
very much.
Nice to have
very
you back
much.
on the
Thank
show.
you very much. It's Friday, just like she said. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
You know.
Yes, it's a beautiful Friday and it's weekend where you have to, you know, relax, enjoy the moment, enjoy the moves, take yourself out, you know, relax a bit, give yourself some special treats. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today you need to just
Go on,
relax,
wine.
unwind. You know,
Go
refresh yourself so that when Monday comes, you'll be active,
You-
more
But
active.
you know, one thing is when we ginger them to, you know, it's the weekend, unwind and have so much fun, but we also need to let them to not to have so much fun.
No, not so much
And,
fun.
you know, because you also need to plan for the week that is coming.
yes.
Because when you want to say something.
Yes.
Okay.
I said, what's it with
You have to-
you
you have to find the balance.
and catching fun? You know
you
what?
have to find the balance.
Yes, you have to. That's
Yes,
very
I guess
important.
that's where
I
I'm
wouldn't
driving
disagree.
at, that you
Yes,
need to
that's
find the balance.
yes.
Don't get overwhelmed
Yes.
by the fun, and then you forget that it's
Monday is
Monday,
coming.
You have things to do.
Of
you
course
have to
not.
plan.
But then, if you have one day to relax
Okay.
in 7 days,
Even God rested.
It's
on
not a
Sunday.
bad idea.
Very
Yes.
God rested. Okay, you know, there's something I would also love to talk about. We have to commend the Ondo State Governor for the good work, because coming in the morning, you see people walking on the streets. They are trying to ensure that Ondo State is beautiful.
Yeah.
But then there's also something, you know, when we charge the government and we say we need this for our state, we need this for, we want our communities to be pretty.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just the government alone that should be charged. We as citizens, we as residents, we also have a part to play. Because in as much as we see that the government are employing the people to actually make the streets clean. What are you doing as a citizen? Are you littering these places? Because there are still cases where people get to throw things on the street, throw things out their car. The road is not a dumping, it's not a dumping site.
Yeah.
If you have something to throw out, you should find like I think even your cars should have maybe somewhere
A trash
a
can.
trash can.
You know, back then when we were in secondary school, they always tell us, keep it, find a bin.
Yes.
Till you
Put
find
it,
a bin.
just hold it.
keep
Even if it's
wrap
in your
it
pocket,
yes,
your
pocket,
bag,
till you
just keep
find a
it.
bin. But I must commend Ondo State government for that, yes, that gesture. I must. It's commendable. And I think, just like you said, I think that we as citizens, residents of Ondo State, should also support our government because sometimes they are making effort. And, you know, it's not a cool thing when they are making effort and
we just water it down.
Exactly, it is not. So
And for those that
please
are doing the cleaning,
do the right thing.
we applaud you. It's not easy, you know,
It's not
taking up
easy.
broom, taking up
Waking up
what,
that
what
early
yeah,
because
exactly,
they
sweeping
do
the whole
before the road
streets.
gets busy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not easy. A big thank you to them, because without them, it's not going to be possible.
Yes.
We can only say, oh, the government is trying, but without them, it's not going to be possible. So a big thank you to them too for the effort they are putting into doing their best.
Yes,
You know,
and we
it's
also
another
just
thing to
try
do
to
the
best
work.
of
It's
them
another
to
thing to
do
do your
better.
best. So a big thank you to everyone out there that is trying one way or the other to keep the environment clean. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, just like she said, we love you and we appreciate you. Let's go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be taking the newspaper reviews that we have for today. Please stay with us. Okay. Welcome back. It's still Perspective on Osrc TV. And now we are moving straight to the newspaper reviews. And the first we have for today is from the Nation newspaper. And the screaming headline says, Tinubu, will we defeat terrorism, secure page 4. And lastly, we have COAS promises soldiers first policy. That's on page 4. Finance Minister leads G24. That's on page 7. And that's all we, okay, lastly, GHL to AMCON. You can't appoint receivers manager for us. And that's on page 3. That's all I have from the Nation
I'm so
newspaper.
particular about it. Big one that Tinubu will defeat terrorism, secure every part of the country. Well, we've had controversies surrounding that, of course, from the Trump threat.
Yeah,
and
but you know, because we have it on our
okay, we do not want to talk about it yet.
So let's keep it.
Okay, let's get down to the Daily Times, yes, for today. And the big one says we will defeat terrorism over CPC designation, Tinubu assures. Another one says Anambra election, 98.8% PVC collected. That's coming from INEC. That's on page 9 of that paper. And another one from page 6 of the Daily Times says, guard your independence. CJN charges Code of Conduct Tribunal. Okay, and this says reps launch probe into security intervention funds. Vow transparency. That's still on page 6. Delta police neutralize kidnappers, recover arms, and a 4.1 million naira ransom in major crackdown. Tinubu swears in 2 new ministers, Ude and Doro. You can find out on page 7. Equity investors lose 348 billion naira as NGX index falls 0.36%. You can find it on page 10. Okay. And NACCIM revives Nigeria-China Business Forum to boost the economy, of course. Okay, so that's talking about bilateral trade. You can find that on page 10 of the Daily Times. All right, that's all I've got on the front page this morning.
U.S. Congress target Miati Allah for visa ban asset freezing. We have EC approves 43 billion naira for Lagos Ibadan Highway, East-West Road, others. That's on page 51. And that's all for the Vanguard newspaper.
Okay, moving on to the weekend hope. Tinubu engages world leaders, vows to crush insurgents, assures of renewed unity, peace, economic stability, as Air Chief meets commanders on elimination.
All right, bringing you stories making headlines on Daily Sun. I've got the big one, Tinubu to Trump still. We will defeat terrorism, all right, and says government determined to build prosperous, inclusive. 2 weeks wide strike notice. You can find that on page 26 as well. Abia Akwa Ibom partner to link states with railway. Separating AGF from Minister of Justice won't stop politicization of office. That's coming from Dr. Ude, the new minister. Okay, and that's all I've got for you on Daily Sun.
Okay, moving on to the Punch. We have a big story here. Trump threats Tinubu rallies foreign allies as not rejects Sharia.
Okay, moving on to Nigeria Tribune. Tinubu vows defeat of terrorism as Amukwiton faces first test tomorrow. EU deploys 687 observers, 98.8% PVCs collected for election. That's coming from INEC. OB6 credible election kicks against vote buying. That's on page 4. Combining vaping and smoking increases risk of pre-diabetics by 28%. That's on page 31. I think that's all we have from the Nigerian Tribune.
All right, let's move down to the Vanguard, the Guardian, beg your pardon. All right. FG Bar sales of assets approves airport concession biometric upgrades. Okay, Tinubu vows to defeat terrorism as U.S. plans military options. Anxiety, tight security as Anambra elects new governor tomorrow. Nigeria losing legitimacy over widespread killings, lack of accountability. You can find that on page 30, page 3. All right, and 68% of electricity consumer bypassing prepaid meters. That's coming from federal government. Okay, and the Senate orders NAFDAC to outlaw sachet alcoholic beverages by December 31. Report ranks Nigerian state's health emergency preparedness below 30%. Okay, and that's all we've got for you on the Guardian newspaper this morning in perspective.
All right, thank you so much, my ladies. With this, we've come to the end of the newspaper review. After this, we'll come back. We'll go on a quick break, but when we come back, we'll be talking about the focus of today. It's a very interesting one and something that we should really look into and focus on as a society and as a country. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still Perspective on Osrc TV. And now is the segment where we talk about the focus of today. And our focus for today is the Senate approves 14 years jail term for sexual harassment in tertiary institutions. My ladies, what do we have to say about this? I think it's long
Yes, over to you. You're
it's
right to
overdue.
say that. Yes, you're
so
right.
it's actually good that it's actually coming
At this
at
time.
this time. Although we expect that it should have been out
Way
long,
long
Before
now.
now,
because
yes.
you know the cases of rape and sexual assault, it's becoming 18, especially in the past few months. Let's say last month and 2 months ago, it's been cases of rape, a father raping the child
Yeah,
being raped by neighbors, the child being raped by
Uncles.
uncles, their guardians, and we keep on saying when things like this are happening, who can these children
Run to.
when
Yeah.
their protectors are even now their abusers?
Yes.
You know, all thanks to the Ochanya case, because
Yes.
we've had it swept under the carpet for long. It is not that it is new, But the fact that, okay, it happened to a child, it has to start somewhere.
Yes.
It has to start somewhere, and that's a good one. But then I noticed that almost all the ladies, well, I will speak in the Nigerian context, in Nigeria, because I saw these videos popping up on TikTok, and a lot of them came out they found their voice somehow, and came out to start talking about how they've been molested while they were small. Yes. But I saw a lady, if she put up the name of the person, good one, I mean, the courage and the strength.
I think that's a healing process coming up.
Yes, she said she was in secondary school at that time, and it happened. And lo and behold, she put it out, and she said they should help her, keep her posting and all till it gets to the person. And you know, she got people from her secondary school who came out to make that confession that it happened to them as well. The same teacher. Yes, the same teacher. So this thing, yes, it's like every lady, almost every lady
has
at one point or
process.
another. But you know, back then they would tell you, keep quiet. Don't say it.
Exactly.
You cannot,
I think that's why we have this large number of girls.
The parenting back then wouldn't let you come out to talk. You are scared. Who do you open up to? Yeah, and that's it. Because
and the social media stunts, you know, making mockery of them and all that. People get scared when they want to come out to say something.
Say something about
it. They get scared. What would the society say? And they keep dying in silence. You know, that's kind of a thing. When you bottle it up inside of you, one day you will not be able to take it anymore. You will just want to give up.
So the healing process, I'm sure that's just like you said, that started her healing process, and a lot of students came out to say, I mean, it happened to them, the same teacher. But then let's not forget, this is not only about it's not peculiar to gender. Yes, it's also happening because I saw another one in Ghana. This guy, the boy, I mean, late now, he's a boy. I mean, he was molested, abused by the coach of that football academy. I saw it as well. Justice for Ransford. That's it. That's his name. You know. So it's happening. But I mean, the same way it's happening to the girl child, it is also happening to the boy child. So it's only that for the girl child, it's amplified. You understand? So I think it's a good one. And it's not something that we should sweep under the carpet. No, this is the time that we all have to speak up. And as a society, we have roles to play. I always say that if you are talking about it and someone is shutting you up and bringing your voice down,
I mean, say it anymore, yes.
Exactly. So it won't go far.
You know, I was telling you guys this morning. I think it happens yesterday. I read a story that says a visually impaired man, you know, tried to have kind of knowledge of a 6-year-old girl.
Can you imagine?
I think 2 of them. You know, he stays alone, and they usually send food to the man.
Imagine.
Yes, someone that is assisting you. You know, and you want to take a kind of knowledge of this person.
Even minors.
And minors, for that matter. And, you know, and he was not even going through the right way. He was going through the other way.
You know, to think that this person, I mean, has a defect. So anybody can abuse anyone. You can't write.
We had another story that trended a few weeks ago where a physically challenged girl was raped and she got pregnant in the process. She doesn't work. She doesn't speak well. She can't walk. She can't do anything for herself. But I don't know what entered this guy.
You know, I think because they know she's gullible. She
can't defend. She can't even talk.
Why? Because now, I think there is also another case where a physically challenged boy was being raped. Now, that's why I love the fact that you said it's not just to a particular
gender.
Now, both male and female are actually
the victim of this.
And they are victims. But then I would also say something that a stitch in time saves 9.
Yeah, death.
Now, imagine if the girl that came out now, that a teacher was abusing her while in secondary school, if she had actually come out earlier to even say something, do you feel like other people would have not been victims? Because maybe the school would have taken action.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure to some parents, while growing up, if something happens to you in school, you should tell your mom, you should tell your dad. And there are some cases things that when you tell them, they will not just say, oh, this is nothing.
Yes.
A situation like that happened to you in school. If you had told your parents, I'm sure they will come to school and raise alarm. And there will be no other victim. I've seen cases like that where some teachers are attracted to their students.
Yeah.
It happens
It's
everywhere.
happening, yeah.
But if that student can come out, now let's not dwell in the past. But currently now, if you are a student in school and
Being
you have
sexually
a case and
harassed.
you're being sexually harassed, speak up, because you're not just only protecting yourself or saving yourself, but you're also saving other
Others.
people
But
in the school.
I must say this. Back then, we don't have children who will come out, be bold like this.
Yes.
Because back then, they say, respect your elders. Don't talk back.
Yes.
Don't do this. And then
Don't tell lies against your elders.
you're
So
chicken
it is
out.
their words over yours.
Exactly. So back then, I think that's why a lot of kids, it's not as if it's not happening then. In fact, even
happened.
even
It
more than
happened.
now.
Yes,
Yes,
it happened.
it is. I mean, back then. But the way that's why I said the parenting. The parenting style.
You took it. I saw you took it to school. Now let's bring it back home. If your this child's father is molesting her daughter, how will her mother, telling her mother, how will she feel? Wouldn't she say, "You're lying against my husband"?
Exactly.
Do you know? Especially when
Exactly.
it's a stepfather figure. You're lying. You're trying to scatter my marriage. You're trying to blackmail or spoil my relationship with my husband and all that.
Yeah.
And maybe send the girl away. Go and stay with my mother. So how do you then defend this child? How will this child be able to open up to you when is exactly
she's trying to manipulate
or scatter the marriage?
And back then, I think it's more of trying to protect. I mean, there's this false image you want to put out at the expense of the child.
Of the child.
The false image, yes.
Because we see this a lot.
You've had it in schools where something like that will happen between teacher and the school will try to protect.
So they'll just sweep it under the carpet.
all
The
they care
image of the
about
school,
is- Exactly.
because it's not just affecting the teacher, it's affecting the image of the school. So they'll try to cover
as
it up.
against the child, what is happening, the trauma the child is passing through and all.
Bringing it back to the home, and you spoke about parenting. Now, what do you think parents should do? I think we should open the call line now, so people can also call in and add their opinions to what we're talking about. And the number to call is 070 63255 428. 070 63255 428 is the number to call. So what do you think?
All right,
parents
while
should
we
do
are
at this
waiting
point?
for callers to call in, and then let me say something, because I said that last week. What should the parents do? That's the question. But then I said last week, in a case where it's even the parent, I mean, the father molesting the child, the abuse is from the father, where do you run to?
Where do you run to?
So if you say, what should the parent do? What if it's the case
What if
where
it's the parent?
the parent doing it? Yes.
So what should the child do?
And that's why I said, I always say something. Before we say a society, before we say, we talk about this, we have to talk about the role of the society. It's not just because you have a child and you think it solely belongs to you. It
back
belongs
in
to
those
the
days,
society.
they used to say a child is everybody's
Exactly.
child.
Let's take this call.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is
Where are you calling from, Emmanuel? Good morning to you.
From Ilagbaka.
From Malagbaka. All right. You want to give your contribution?
Yes.
Please go on. Go on, please. All right, please, when you put your call across to us, turn down the your listening device. Please do so. Okay.
Normally they would always say it's the fault of the child that they wear inappropriate outfits. But cases that we do see now, where a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old,
6 months old,
or even 6 months old is being sexually assaulted. What do you now think is the cause? So are we really even saying it's what they wore? Because what can a 2-year-old wear?
Wear, if not Pampers.
Wear? Exactly.
It's not the devil making excuses,
It's a silly
let's
one.
take another call. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Folayemi.
Folayemi. Good morning to you. Where are you calling from?
Akure.
From Akure. All right. Quickly, please drop your comment.
Ma?
You want to say something to us, right?
Yes.
Okay, so go on. Hello? Hello, are you there? Perhaps she's not sure of what to say. We are asking you to please make your comment, your contribution regarding the focus
well
for
send us
today.
a text message.
Okay. And then if you're finding it difficult to put your call across, please send us a text
And then
message.
even the 14 years jail term, do you even think it's enough? I think it should be more.
Yeah, someone said that. I saw
think
that.
it should be more.
Someone said that it should be a life sentence or a death penalty. But then we are not the lawyers and the judges here.
Exactly.
No, because,
So
and then, one thing is to say this is the, should I say, the penalty for a particular offense. But how sure are we that those penalties are being given to those perpetrators? Because that's another thing. When Mr. A feels like he's above the law, he does something and he gets out.
Especially from the powerful class,
You understand?
the upper
And he gets
class.
out. Do you know that he's also serving? Other people are watching.
They are.
And they'll feel like nothing was done to this person.
So I can do the
my
same,
own.
yeah.
It's just like a child while growing up. If the child steals meat from the pot and you tell the child, don't ever do that, or you discipline the child, the younger ones are watching, they would be scared to do it. But the moment he steals a meat from the pot and you overlook it and said, don't try it again.
yeah.
The
Or
other
maybe
ones-
smiling.
Or you just smile and say, this child, you like meat?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
understand? The
Next
younger
time,
ones-
you've even encouraged the
Yes,
child to
that's
do
true.
more.
The younger ones are watching and they will start doing it. The day that you cook with 20 pieces of meat, you probably end up.
It
saying
won't just
10.
finish there. It will
So
graduate
now-
into going
yes,
to
so
someone
that's
else's
something
spot.
that we need to also ensure. If these laws are there, hope they are enforcing the laws. Hope nobody is just walking away. We have a call.
We have a caller. Yes. Hello. Good morning. Hello. The network is pretty bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Please
just
do
keep
well to
trying.
send us a text
Keep
message.
trying.
We'll get it.
Okay. Yes. Just keep trying. The number, please. Can you roll out the number again? People need to
Okay,
be
the
part
number
of
to call
this.
is 070-63255-428. 070-63255-428. And yes, okay, it's still like sexual harassment in tertiary institution. But we cannot just focus on
On
the
tertiary, yes. I was
institution.
going to say
It's
that.
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's even happening to children now. So I guess that's why we're a bit like moving around and trying to touch all cases, because it's not just tertiary institution victims.
I think we have a call.
Yes, we have a call.
Hello. Good morning.
We lost it.
Okay, the network still. Please try to send a text if you're finding it difficult to put your call across to us. Yes, the network is pretty bad this morning. We hope that we can hear from you.
If you're in the education or academic sector, please, whatever you do, just don't make it look like if she doesn't give you what you're asking for, the person will not pass. Because a lot of lecturers does that. You give me what I want, and
Yeah, here's another
Okay,
caller.
okay.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Please turn down your listening device when you put your call across to us. Please do so we can hear you. Okay, you were saying something.
yes, because some lecturer will make it look like until you give me what I want,
Yeah.
you will not pass my course. Or if at all you must have an A or B, you have to do something. And these students, they want to pass. Nobody wants to
They don't want to
repeat
come
classes
back home
or
and
come
then
back
they
or do
feel
extra
the cost.
year
Yes.
with the fee. The fee is extremely high right now. And the lecturer will want to make it compulsory.
Okay, so
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
I'm calling from Akure.
Your name, please. What's your name?
Opana Shimo.
All right, let's hear from you. Good morning. Welcome.
We're talking about lecturers and stuff like that. That the lecturer is not going to give you what you want if you don't do what you want from you.
Yes.
Most of them cannot blame them. You know that if you even report, there are some people that if you report to, they're not going to act on it. So most people give up. Because I have a friend like that. She was the girl. Look, like I don't know what the lecturer did for her. But when she reported, they just told her they are going to act on it, but they don't say.
That's another case. Okay.
Most of them have given up on getting down to report for this thing. That's the reason I cannot blame most of them.
All right. Thank you
Thank you
for
so much.
yes.
this is also very
Thank you for calling.
because I've also heard of cases where you go to report to the school board, and then, just like they say sometimes, power pass power. Now, if that person have somebody in that cabinet, in that cabal,
that is backing he or her up.
Yes, automatically they might even turn the case against
the students.
And at the end of the day, the student will be the one that is penalized.
The victim.
The victim would not still be the one
to pay the price.
And the lecturers are left behind. I think this brings us to parents creating a safe space where their children can come and talk to them.
Yes.
Because if the school will not take action, go back home, let your mom, let your dad know what is going on.
All right, let's take another call. Please stay away from your listening device, or you turn down the volume. All right. Hello, good morning. Okay, we'll ask that. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ladies. How are you today?
Good morning.
Good morning
You're
to
doing
you.
well.
That's good.
Thank you for asking. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ade. I'm calling from England.
From England. Okay, let's hear from you.
Yeah. Yes. I think I commented on this issue on one TV in Abuja last week. What we needed in Nigeria is not 14 years imprisonment. What we needed is to blacklist the lecturer so that he or she cannot get a job
Anywhere.
in Nigeria for 10 years. When that is done, that will be better. Then if they want to send them to prison, maybe 1 year. Because sending somebody to prison for 14 years, they are going to feed the person with taxpayers' money for 14 years. So what's the essence of the punishment? So 1 year is okay, but let's blacklist the person so that he can't get a job in Nigeria. That's number one. Number two, some students requested for it themselves, according to what we hear and read online.
Very true.
So they even go to the lecturer to ask for it so that they can get past. Because they are not ripe up enough to go to university. They just want to be there, to belong. So that's why is it that when they come here to study, no lecturer will talk to you. Because they know the consequence. So it doesn't happen. So why? So I don't believe that it's because of the dressing. I'm not one of those people. You can't dictate to a mature person what to wear.
How to
because
dress.
Here, they go naked in England here, summertime. That doesn't give you license to go and talk to them. Unless you are ready to go to prison.
Exactly.
So we should be disciplined. So that's my own. We don't need 14 years. We need 14 years or 20 years for people who are corrupt people in Nigeria, who embezzle our money and bring it here to buy properties. We need 20 years for them. That will affect those people in National Assembly. That's all we needed. Not a lecturer going for 40 years. That it doesn't benefit anybody, any poor people in Nigeria.
Thank
so
you.
it is the rich people who are committing this kind, they will go free. So law is always for the poor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your
That's what I picked up
contribution.
from what you
Yes.
said, being blacklisted. I said something.
Asisa,
Yes.
what if the person is not a lecturer?
Any other way, whoever the person is should be
You see
blacklisted.
what they get
From
is-
what, if he's
no,
not a
hold
lecturer?
On, hold on.
You
Heard
def-
what
as
I
a
heard.
man,
When
you
the
want
girl
to
brought
work
out
hard for
the
yourself.
teacher's name. Other students, they were able to say this person. And now, if we know the name and we know the face,
Of
we'll
course.
be cautious of that person.
It
Now,
goes
we think-
viral.
You think the internet forgets things?
No, they
It
don't.
doesn't.
They don't.
There is currently an Uber driver that his face is
Okay.
everywhere. I am sure that if, because of the way we keep seeing
Okay.
that person's face,
Okay.
if I take an Uber and I see the picture, I
You're
would
right.
know
Okay.
because I've been able to see. I've seen it in so many platforms. The same
I
way,
hope-
if these people,
Yeah.
we bring them out, we
Yeah.
call them. Sometimes it's not always trying to hide their faces.
Yes.
On Crime Watch, let us see their faces.
I
so
agree.
we will be aware of this.
I agree with that, but that will be in a society where we don't celebrate people who do the wrong thing.
Yeah,
You
we
understand what
actually
I'm trying
do
to say?
that
Okay,
here.
the other day I saw a grandchild of Anini. I'm sure you must have heard about the story.
course, I'm familiar.
Yes. And this guy came out to say, I can come out anywhere. That I'm a grandchild does not mean this and that. Well, of course, you have to separate him from what his
Yes,
grandfather
the
did. And that's not even the big deal. The big deal is people came out to say, your dad na legend. The way they were saying is celebrating the man
They were
like, your
hyping
dad na, yes.
something that
Yeah,
is
and
not
they were,
This,
they
I think
were-
the same. This thing happened.
they were
in,
making excuses
That guy from Ghana.
Oh, hold on, please. They were making
Yes.
excuses for him. And I'm like, what? I mean, what's this?
What
In
do
fact,
you
some
mean
went
by
as far as
celebration?
saying that the grandfather went for corrupt politics and all. What about the life wasted
The
at
life
that
wasted
time?
at the process.
So that's why I said, I hope it's in a society where we don't celebrate the wrong things, wrong people, And just like he said, some people or some of our leaders will, cut away with money and nothing will be done. And then we go for the little ones. But this is our focus this morning.
Just
so
like
we have
the last
keep to it.
sentence he made, the law is for the poor. And
Exactly,
not for the rich.
exactly. All right, let's take another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning to you.
I'm fine. I'm Amanda. I'm calling from Akure.
All right.
Nice to have you, Amanda.
Okay, ma. About gays not speaking out, I don't really blame girls because, like the earlier caller said, most of them, they don't believe, like they lost interest. Okay, like for instance, maybe someone they want to elect someone for the government in the state, and the governor then put down manifestos, like things he's going to do if he's been elected. So many people vote for such person, and after the person has been elected and he didn't do anything like what he said he wanted to do. So people will lose interest. I guess they will lose interest in speaking out because they know nothing is going to. They will do anything about it, not do anything about it. So I don't blame girls for not speaking out because presently, most girls are dying in silence. And which is not supposed to be. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
There's
contribution.
a thread of victimization. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, these lecturers we gang up against the victim.
Yes.
So
You
now
know,
why would they want to even
There's
get
this
their
saying
voice?
that lecturer have their backings, they back each
Their
other.
colleagues,
They're
yeah.
colleagues, so they back
Yeah.
up each other.
Yeah.
If you're doing the wrong thing, I'll back you up to cover
That-
you up.
You would know that the
It
other
goes
person
round.
is also doing something.
Yes, it goes
If-
round.
if-
That's
if-
what they
if-
do.
If you cover for me, I cover for you. So they are
You keep
probably
covering,
birds of
yes.
they flock together. They are into the same thing because if a responsible man that has kids, let's say grown up or little ones at home, find out that a fellow lecturer is harassing or assaulting a female
You have a
student,
child at
if
home.
you have a
Consider
child and
that
you're
too.
responsible, you
Yes.
would want to fight for it. But
Okay.
because you are doing the same thing, that's the only way you would let it go and say, I will be Jesus.
I
He
also
said it.
want us to talk about this,
Yes.
while we're talking about sexual harassment, lecturer, student, as we have it, all right. So now, but then, what defines sexual harassment? Some people say what you wear when you're, as a lady, when you do this. And then the flip side again, because I was thinking about it as well, people don't take advantage of this and set up lecturers and, come up with lies to say this lecturer has done this, knowing that,
Just
the
to
penalty
blackmail
is,
the lecturer.
yes, the penalty is there just to blackmail the lecturer. And also, that's the flip side of it, because we have it overseas abroad where you didn't do anything to the person, and then
Yeah, they just want to
they just want to
blackmail
blackmail you because they just don't like your color, things
Yes,
like that.
yes.
Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please kindly move away from your listening device.
Yes, please, when
You
you
know-
put your call across,
okay.
move away from your listening device, or you turn down the volume, please, so we can hear you. All right.
Ade said something that the other caller said,
Yeah.
Students don't read anymore. They come out, sir, I know this course, I feel no pass more.
Show themselves.
Yes!
If it was not in the lecture, if he is not that kind of person, he has the right to even sanction that.
We have
student. He
we
has
have
the
lecturers
right
that
to
will do that.
Exactly,
But
yes.
the point
So,
is,
except
yes.
he is into
some
that,
students
Yeah,
don't
that's
read.
another point.
They just want to show themselves at this lecture, and when the lecturer rejects them, it becomes a problem. They want to maybe just like you said, blackmail the
the
But then they
lecturer.
have to come up with a proof. You can only blackmail someone if there is a proof to it. You cannot formulate things.
Some students can go extra miles.
Okay, but yes, and just the same way they will set them up. And then why will you do that if you don't have evil intent? Why will you do that in the
Yes.
first place? Why? Why will you go out to tempt a lecturer?
the way.
And yes, why? So as much as we're talking about this, let's also look at the flip side. And yes, let's please discourage that act of setting up people. And then because I always say it. What if you're not a lady? Won't you have what you should have? Won't you do the right thing?
Because we
Exactly.
really don't see this with the opposite sex when it comes to tertiary institutions.
No, we have men
where
that
we
do that
see-
too.
No. I mean, we have the male lecturer harassing the female student, but we not as much as we would see female lecturers.
the
Not,
male,
yes,
yeah,
not as much
truly.
as, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Just like I said, we amplify the girl, child, the lady on, the female on. Let me put it that way. But when it comes to the some of
We
them
just
are just
keep them
silent.
quiet.
Yeah, some and to say that would they believe me if I even say it? People have make
Funny enough,
excuses for
some guys
things
will
like
say,
this.
this kind of girl show herself at you and you reject her. You know, be guy now. You know all those kind of stuff, encouraging the guy to take advantage or maybe do some certain things the boy child doesn't want to do. But we still need to stop this thing that is ongoing, lecturer harassing students, student harassing lecturer. It is a no. You went there to study. Put your head down.
And here is another caller. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning to you. Hello, good morning, you're on.
Hello?
Good morning, hello. The network still. Please send your text message if you are finding it difficult to call or the network is better at your end there. Okay.
At this point, I'll just say, where is moral decency? Where is it going? In the aspect of the man and the woman. Because like I said, if it's a disciplined man, even if a woman come and tell you, let's do this.
You'll say no.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good morning
to
to
you.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Accra here.
Your name, please.
My name is Richard.
Richard, all right. Let's have your contribution.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Madam, as I'm just sitting, I came to listen to you people. There is I'm seeing you people show. You people are very beautiful women
Thank you.
discussing this issue. But madam, you people have passed through university systems. And you people know what always taking place there. If you want to say the truth, you know what is taking place there. But the problem is that the matter, when it comes matter of women, you people always take it so serious. But not minding that you people women are the ones that are causing what is always happening to you people. Yes, coming to university system, we knew. Some women have nothing to offer them, but they always offer themselves before they can get the result and live that environment. And there is some lecturer who are there putting eye on women. When I talk of I mean women. Putting eye on you, and that's from what you ask for is what you get. Not that some men always look for you, because some women always attach themselves to women. But not only that, not only monitoring sexual issue, the Senate themselves, they should have looked beyond that by going to offer bribe, because we knew that many students, they always pay for before they get their result, whether the result is out of their ability or not. But they could have looked beyond that sexual issue and talk about the monitoring of any encouragement before any program or any result or any mark will be
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank
The
you.
students did not, the Senate did not do much well. They could have combined the three things.
Okay.
If a woman is offer themselves to women,
I think
to men, they should be and I like for it, because you will see the way women dressing them. The dress itself,
Yeah.
embarrassment to
No.
any man.
Okay.
Who is traveling
Thank you so much. For our time, we will not continue with that call, but
Yeah.
I already got what he's
we're
trying
saying.
to
And I think
say.
we spoke about that
We
already.
did.
Where we talked about some women are actually
Yes.
coming to even show themselves
Yes.
As the men.
as the men. And yes, lots of opinions. It is very correct. There should also be penalties for
yeah.
the other. If the other case, if the other is the case, there should be penalties for it.
Speaking of dressing, I think we talked about this dressing too, and a lot of universities are, trying to change the dress code for this. We have other schools. I would have faculties that have dress codes. Yes, I would have mentioned lots of universities, but I just won't. That schools
because of our time, let's
yeah,
just
that
manage
schools
it.
you will not wear short
Yeah.
sleeve, short
Some schools have dress codes.
Yes.
You don't even wear tank top. You
So
have
in that
to
case,
be
what
on
would you
your collar clothes.
even if you wear a
Maybe
boo-boo,
blue,
a buba clothes, if a
is
man
packaged.
still have interest in you, you will still look way beyond that.
You see, just like you've said, when that came up and the universities, people started talking that they should have dress code. People started talking that they are adults, they are not
secondary
That's
school
why I
students
said
and all that.
our society, we need to do better. When you see that something, it's for the good of the society, to better our society. A lot of people will come to attack me in. Let's do better. Let's do better. We all have our roles
You
to
went
play.
there to study. If they ask
We have
you
roles
to
to
put
play.
on uniform,
Because of our
please
time.
put on uniform.
Because of our time. Like I would say, everybody needs to play
The role.
Exactly.
part. They need to play their own part. You would not say it's the lady that is coming, that is why. If it was not in your mind, you probably wouldn't have done that in the first place. But because of our time, I think this is where we'll draw the curtain on the focus for today. Because right now we are moving to the developing story from our studio. Please stay with us, and when we come back, we'll take the trending stories that we have lined up for you. Please stay with us. Okay, welcome back. It's still Perspective on Osrc TV. Just before we went on the break, we talked about our focus, which was on sexual harassment and the 14 years jail term meant for the perpetrators that are being caught on the act. Now, moving on, we are going to move on to our trending stories, and the first that we have is the Ondo State Drug Agency, codenamed Amotekun, has flagged off a special operation tagged Operation Leonjade to intensify border patrols across the state during the 2025 Ember month. This is in an effort to further strengthen the security of Ondo State and neighboring states in the southwest. The operation, flagged off on November 5th, 2025, covers key boundary points between Ondo and Ogun, Ondo and Ekiti, and as well as Ondo and Osun State. The event took place at Ajebamidele on the Ondo-Ogun boundary, where Amotekun officers from both states jointly commenced the exercise. Speaking during the launch, the Ondo State Commander of Amotekun, Akogun Adetunji Adeleye, said the initiative was made possible through the support and commitment of the Governor of Ondo State, Honorable Dr. Lucky Orumison Ayedatiwa. Adeleye urged residents to be security conscious and report any suspicious movement or unfamiliar faces to Amotekun or other security agencies by calling the distress line 080-7999-9989. I'll take it again, 080-7999-9989, assuring that help would come promptly. Highlighting the command's new technological edge, Adeleye unveiled state-of-the-art drone flown from the launch site to Ore and Ijebu-Ode to showcase its long-range capabilities.
That's a laudable effort, yes. I really, really like that move. I do. And kudos to them. And, you know, especially we are moving towards the festive period. December is around the corner. And you know how this works. People will creep in from different part of the country. We don't even know who is who anymore. And now we talk about insecurity. I really love this. I really love it. You know, our past governor, the late of blessed memory, did his best, yes, when he was alive, to ensure that Ondo State is, yes, and now we're having a governor who is also looking into that, the continued effort now. It's a continuous thing, of course. It's a government, is a continuous thing. I love that. I really love that. So, and let's not leave it into their hands alone. Let's, as residents of the state, citizens, let's do our own part too. If you see something, say something. And the numbers are out for our people to also call. Please put a call across to that line, and they will respond fast. And I will say it again: if you see something, say something, because you might think it's not your business. It is your business. You don't know who is next. We pray such thing will never happen in our state. The other day we heard about people writing to particular people and telling them that they are coming and all, you know, like that. So we never can tell. Today it might be your neighbor. Tomorrow you don't know if the person will be related to you. So please, let's do our best to support them.
You know, for me, I would say, in as much as I am commending the effort, I think this should not just be something for just the state. It should it should cut across
other
the
states.
Yeah.
more like a national something.
In fact, a network kind of.
Yes, because now, you know, we have different state borders. Now, just like you said, it may not happen to you, it may happen to your
Someone
neighbors.
you know, yeah.
You understand? So now we have 36 states in the country. I think if every other state can emulate this, and then we also have, as a country, we have borders with other
Yeah,
countries.
we do.
So if our borders with other countries is porous, and we're only securing the ones of our state, then even our efforts, yes, it will be seen, but not to a very large extent.
Yeah.
Because if the neighboring state is not also doing their own due diligence, then your efforts would still more like go to waste. So I would encourage that all states and also the president would also look for a way to also protect our borders with other countries.
Okay.
Because sometimes when some the perpetrators of these acts are being
They
caught,
quickly run.
they are not even Nigerians. Some cases, yes, they are indigent. In some cases, they are immigrants from other countries that are coming to Nigeria to do these things, and then they'll probably go back to their country.
Okay, based on what you said, you know, there's this saying, they tell outside rats,
That there's
say
something
food
in
they
the
house.
house. Yes.
So it takes an insider to bring an outsider. We need to plug out the ones that are not needed for this border to actually
Be
work.
secured.
Yes.
Let's hope that with this, of course, we have to start somewhere.
Exactly.
So let's hope that with this we will have results, and just like you have said, that it should not just be the states, of
It
course.
should go round.
Yes, I know that the Amotekun core, it's across in the southwest. So they will also make effort in other states to do the same. So this is a good move. I mean, let's start from
Yes, we
somewhere,
applaud them.
and then from there we can always because you see. They say that if you are in trouble and your friend, you save yourself first before you save your friend. Okay, so
This brings me back to you having a good relationship with your neighbor.
yeah.
Please be in a good relationship with your neighbor, because your neighbor might see something and will be scared. This person is troublesome. If I tell her, I know go believe me or he go make trouble. So have a good relationship with your neighbor, and to look at it the other way. What if this your neighbor is even the problem? You know, what if
That's
this
why
your
you
neighbor is the
on your own,
informant?
You just need to be vigilant. Be conscious of your environment.
Yes.
Don't just be too relaxed. You also need to don't put your safety in the hands of another man. That's just the truth at this point, and that's what I would just
If
say.
you have security lights, please put it on. You know, some people they just like darkness. Their compound will be dark. Put on your security lights so that if there is anything that's happening, your neighbor can easily see and tell and report to the right authorities.
I think
Put on your
even-
security lights.
Even when there are security lights around, it would even scare people.
Yes.
Because they'll be like, we cannot operate on this zone.
Someone
because
might be
we will
seeing us.
seen. If you notice, these acts are being perpetrated in dark areas, dark zones.
Yes,
And it
lonely
looks
places.
deserted and lonely places, just like you said. So, of course, I think that's something we should also encourage residents to do. In your house, at the front of your house, have this
Security lights.
light. If you do your own, your neighbor does that.
And the
same
government
thing.
is doing
Before
theirs.
you know, your street is being. Sometimes you don't need to wait for the government. Like I said, make your own security your own priority.
Yes.
Don't put your own safety in the hands of another person. It's
person.
not every time you say, "Oh, the government should come and put street
Yeah.
lights." The government does not live in your street. You know what affects you. Yes, your neighbor, just the way she said, that something might affect your neighbor, it may not directly affect you, but yes, you will feel it. That is just how it is with us and the government. It doesn't directly affect them sometimes, but yes, it affects us. So we are the ones that are going to feel the impact more. Do you understand? So in your houses, try to bring out, even if it's one.
Just
if you
put it there.
One, the neighbor opposite puts one. Before you know, your street is
Will be
illuminated.
bright.
It will be bright. Okay, so let's move on because of time. So the next story we have on our trending stories, the U.S. military drafts airstrike plans for Nigerian after Trump threat. The United States military has reportedly drawn up contingencies plan for potential airstrikes in Nigeria following an order for President Donald Trump directing the Pentagon to prepare to intervene to protect Christians from terrorist attack, according to the New York Times. The report published on Wednesday stated that the U.S. African Command had presented multiple operational options to the Department of War, responding to a request from Secretary Pete Hegseth to develop plans aligned with Trump's directive. Military officials familiar with the deliberations told the news platform that the proposal categorized as heavy, medium, and light outlined varying levels of engagement in Nigeria. This is no news.
Yeah.
We've seen the old Donald Trump saying Nigeria is a country for consideration based on they feel there's a genocide currently going on in the country.
Yeah.
But although, our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, came out to debunk this news and said, whatever is going on in Nigeria is not a genocide. It's not targeted at a particular religion. It is just it's just more like a criminal activity. But then let's look at it from the other way.
Is it the one who debunked it?
You
Because if he did,
Then why is it
did
affecting only the Christians?
Then why
more?
did he? Please hold on a sec. If he did, then why did he say that he will have to visit and then they'll come together to,
Agree?
Yes, have discussion about
Okay,
it.
let
If
me-
it's not
let-
real.
let me- according to the president, Bola Tinubu, yesterday,
Okay.
he faulted Friday's redesignation of Nigeria as
Yeah.
a country of particular concern in the United States. He declared that allegation of persecution of Christians in Nigeria by President Donald Trump was a way off was way off the reality of the situation in the country. Way off simply means that is not what
It's happening.
is happening. Yes, they said the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs groups and individuals took to social media and other outlets yesterday to reject the U.S. tag. So they said that no, that is not what is
I really
going
don't
on.
like this inconsistency when it comes to, the stand that Nigeria is taking about this.
Yes.
Some people say, of course, senators are agreeing that there is indeed Christian genocide, and then
Yes.
some people are saying it's not true. Some people are saying, and
It's
I saw
true.
let's talk about
Just-
the video of the
yes.
pastor.
Yes, yes.
That showed he showed people he had to bury, the names of people and all. What about that?
You know what my take
And
is?
yeah,
Cannot
yeah.
deny the fact that we have cases of insecurity in the
country.
country,
So
yes.
I think instead of trying to defend or not defend, why don't we try to fix?
After all, people were dying.
Do you understand? So it's Nigerians. Let's put it that way.
Are dying,
Let's
not-
say
not
Christian
Christians, not
Nigerians. Let's
Islam.
not say Islamic Nigerians
Yes.
or I don't
Nigerians, humans.
Nigerians to come out, according to more tweets for the US to come out and say this is what is going on. They have facts and findings.
Yes,
So
they-
now
they've
you
made
can
that
only
known.
That's true.
you coming and saying this is not what is happening, or you telling them you have control over what is happening. What are you actually doing to say that?
yes.
So I think you should also come out with your own facts and tell them things that we've actually put in place to
And-
stop
and-
You know, he came out to say, Tinubu came out to say that he addresses the concern about terrorism in Nigeria, says we are working with global partners.
We
You
don't
know,
want
you
to
know
be
what my
there
point of
working.
view is.
Yes.
Why is it that it was when it it took so long?
Exactly,
It was when
over
this
20
happened. Hold on,
20
please.
years.
Why is it that it's coming? I mean, you saw the reactions here and there. People running, changing the head of the military and all, changing so many things,
Yes.
trying to work out. Why is it that
Exactly.
it's coming at that time? Why did it take so long? Why is it that there was a shift everywhere? The government started running from
Up
here
and
to there.
down.
We are seeing so many changes here and there. Why did it take so long? And why would they wait for such
External intervention
yes
before
for them
something is
to
being done.
do you get and then knowing that do we even have what it takes to combat and face these
I
people?
think we do.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Nigeria is a country that is blessed. But I think our
Did you
problem
get my
is-
question?
Yes,
Do we
do you-
have what
What
it
it
takes to
takes.
face the US?
US
in
in
Vietnam?
the US?
Yes, that's what I
thought you
said.
to face the challenges.
I wanted to say SSR, please.
No.
Don't set us up.
I would have backed my things and
What
run away.
I thought the question was if we can actually manage the situations we have.
Of course
Yes,
we
of course
can.
we can.
If they can make this
Yes, we
move.
have.
But that
We
if
can.
we can show them that we can manage what we have, there will be no need for them to
Come in,
invade.
yes.
Yeah.
So I think that is a strategy that should be looked into. If you can tell them that no, we don't need you, we can manage. It's just like a family crisis now. Do you understand? Where the husband and the wife, if there's a family crisis, if you don't want an external person, a third party, you have to be able to tell them that we can manage our
And
situation.
not just
And
keep
not
telling
saying
them.
it.
You have to
show.
act it,
Yes,
show.
That's why I
Act
talked about
it.
facts. That's why I said it's not just based on words. You should also be
the actions. What are the actions you're putting on?
Yes,
Yeah.
over these past months or past weeks, these were the cases before, and this is what we've done so far.
Yes.
And this is what we are still doing.
Yes.
And these are the things that we've put in check to ensure that these things do not reoccur.
Yes.
So it's not about when the US are coming. The US would not just come and say something. They've done their findings. They will come and bring facts and figures. So
Yeah.
you that you're defending your country, you should also come with
your facts and findings.
And let's not forget that we have people over there too.
Of course.
We have Nigerians
we
over
have
there
social
working.
media.
Yes.
We have social media
So-
that is even shown. We see tweets. We see people
Exactly,
tagging.
exactly.
We see hashtags.
Speaking
so
of-
sometimes you don't need to even do too much.
Speaking of tweets, we have, when Nigeria has a way of making things look funny. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse. We joke around things a lot, and people are saying, "I better check well, may I not go
I
bump
saw
another
that.
place, so may I go." You
I saw
understand?
that.
So we have Nigeria has a way
Yes.
of making serious matter look very funny,
But
but this is a serious
Regardless
matter.
if you are Muslim, you are a Christian,
We are
you are
Nigerians.
We are
yes,
Nigerians.
we are all Nigerians. Our lives of Nigerians matter. It does. It does.
Every
please.
one of us.
Yes. So please, I love the fact that they are awake to that now, and then the changes here and there. Of course, it's a good one. So it took the threat from the U.S. for Nigerians to make a change,
to make a
yes,
move.
Yes, to make a move. Okay.
All right, moving on to the next on our stories, we have this saying the federal government targets 1 million teachers out of school children for training. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, says the federal government is collaborating with relevant ministries and agencies to enhance the quality of education in Nigeria, with special focus on the girl child and teachers' development. The minister stated this when he paid a courtesy visit to the governor, Lucky Ayedatiwa, in Akure, the Ondo State capital. Dr. Alausa disclosed that 1 million teachers would be trained between now and 2027 under the National Education Management System in partnership with the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC. He explained that President Bola Tinubu had approved substantial funds to support the training of out-of-school children, many of whom dropped out due to poverty. According to the minister, 1 million children have already been identified, while 300 pupils are targeted under the school feeding program, which has been redesigned for efficiency and transparency. Responding, Governor Ayedatiwa commended the minister and his team's efforts towards transforming the education sector. Governor Ayedatiwa noted that his administration was leveraging on information and communication technology as a major driver to reposition education in the state. I love this part about leveraging on information and communication technology because, over the past few months, we've had issues of students not performing properly because of they don't know how to, more like the computer looks like a foreign object.
Students even out of school.
They don't know how to use.
I said a lot of children are out of school.
Yes.
Out of school first to start with.
Yes.
And how do we even bring them back, at this time? Okay, yeah, you were saying something.
Just bringing them back now, I guess that's where we have this funding trying, because a lot of them are out of school because of poverty.
Yep.
They cannot fund themselves, or their parents cannot fund themselves. So I think if they can have access to the funding, they will be coming back to school. Now, when they come back to school, we know most of them don't also, because, based on technological advancement, now we see that WAEC, they want to introduce ICT to WAEC. JAM, now it's CBT, post-UME is CBT. Now, we know when we bring back these children, we also need to teach them about the ICT, the use of technology, the use of the system. Because now, looking back at the last JAM that was written, a lot of students didn't do well. If you ask them, they'll tell you they had to travel from one state to another to make use of the computer system. And most of them don't also know how to, they've not even seen the computer before. This is their first time. And now we know how these things can be. Now, when you are under pressure, you don't even know how to use the computer system. How would your performance turn out to be? So the governor is saying he's also trying to introduce the use of information and technology into the system. I think it's also commendable.
That's for Ondo State,
For Ondo
right?
State,
All right,
yes.
but before we talk about the Ondo State, because I guess it's from the FD targets on 1 million teachers out of
Yes,
school.
yes.
Yes, okay. So let's talk about this primary school children. Okay, the funding now. I think we have to go back to the days where education used to be free. If you can have it that way, free. Yes, it used
Are
to
we
be.
saying it's no longer free? The public schools,
They still pay.
they still pay.
They still do. They still do.
Wow.
Yeah, they still do. They still do.
You know,
So it's one
okay.
of the reasons, because you mentioned poverty the other time. It's one of the reasons why these children, their parents can't afford it. So what would they do? For some children will go to school with no food. And how do you want them to stay in school and learn
even
if
function.
yes.
They wouldn't learn
The federal
anything.
government used to have the school feeding program, but then did they sustain it? That's the question. It is still ongoing. Are they still doing it? All of these things are the things that will, they are the factors, they are the things that will make these children want to come back to school. I just pray that we can have that, free education. I always say free, let it be
When it's
free.
free, it's
And I will also say that there's NGOs, civil society that can afford such, support the government with such, giving them education materials
Like
and all,
books,
like books, and
yes,
yes,
textbooks.
that will also go a long way. It will. So sometimes it's not because the children don't want to, but okay, look at the case of Ochaya. She left her village to go to another place just because there was no private, what's it called, school there.
Yes.
And she had to go to her aunt's place to stay there
further
to further
education.
education. And maybe that's not, because I saw the video, it's not the case that there was no school there, but the school wasn't functioning anymore.
Yes, it's
because they showed us the school. It wasn't functioning anymore. And the government were not intervening. And she had to, because she wanted to.
Go to
She wanted, and
school.
see where she ended up.
And
So
we have cases like that, and
Exactly.
most of them even had to drop out.
Exactly.
Imagine if she didn't have a relative in the other neighboring town where they have a good school. A lot of people like Oshaya would probably just drop out
Yeah.
and be roaming around the streets.
You mentioned poverty. Back then, in Lagos State, they used to have this thing where if they catch a child during school hours hawking, they will take the child until the parents or the guardians comes to bail out and all that. I think we should do that. First, we should start with the school. Is it functioning? The teachers, are they teaching? It's not the one. When it comes to government things,
It's not.
we don't
they
take it
just with
serious.
levity.
Yes, we just assuming our government work now. You like, you go class. If you don't like, you leave. You understand? Are they still doing that?
And-
Do we have supervisors that go to check
yeah.
if each teacher is going to class at the right time?
I think that's
They
why
have
Not
it's
skip-
bare by
the
the
monitoring.
Exactly,
yes,
monitoring
team,
these
the
people, monitoring
team.
these teachers, monitoring the students. Are they going to classes or are they jumping through the windows and
what's
all
your
that?
register like
Exactly. Are they
today?
being playful? Because there's a school I know, they play from morning till night. It's a government school.
Some of their teachers will even give them something to maybe okra or
go
corn
and
to go and
plant.
plant, or to
Yes. Or go to my
you
house
know,
and go and fetch
go
water.
and fetch water, things like that.
So is it happening on what are the things we ought to do to make sure this doesn't happen? Because there's a saying that when you water this hand, when you wash this hand, indirectly you wash this one too. So as you're talking about the students going back to school, the teachers, what efforts are they making too?
Yeah.
Are they just going there for the pay? I should be at the end of the day, now government work, I will collect my salary. If you like, you learn. If you don't like, you leave. Or are they putting effort into making sure these children learn and all that?
In Ondo State, I know that our governor is really trying. He's really trying, especially, you said that the things that he hasn't planned to do. And then with the summit that they just had now and what came out of it, I know that, yes, things will fall in place regarding education for our children. Okay, that's a good one. All right.
You mentioned something about in Lagos State they do hold the children and
Yes.
the parents come to build them. But you think, sometimes if you don't treat the root cause, it will still end up being the same. Now, we already know that the reason why those children are walking is because of
Poverty to
Now,
end.
the question is, that's where this funding comes in. What can you do to support this family so that the child will not be sent out to work? So until the root cause, I don't think that is going to solve the issue. If you take the child today, do you know what the child will do? They will change. Don't step through this
or maybe the
street.
child will stay home till after school hours and go out walking.
Because they know that these people walk in some certain areas or at some certain time.
They'll change the location where the child,
and tell the child, okay, don't
exactly.
follow this street, follow back. Or they'll say, it's just like people that also drive without license. They don't come out during the day. As from 5, they'll tell you, road is clear, the road is free. They do things like that. So these are things, sometimes you need to treat the root cause. The root thing is not, taking the child and telling the mother to come and bail the child. What is the cause of this thing? So until that is treated, which the government is coming from, which is the funding.
It still bounce back to poverty.
Try to see what you can improve in that family's life. Okay, is it poverty? Don't worry, we would take this child to school. You don't have to do this. Now your business, okay, fine.
You can face your business.
The child go school hungry.
No, that's the thing. Most times, the mother and the child is the one doing the business. The mom will just probably have this small kiosk, and the child have to walk around it. Now, if the school fees is free for the child, then the mother can focus on the business.
So yeah, true.
Or you can also look for ways to settle them in a way that they can still provide for themselves. The child is not the only one that can walk. The mom has head, the mom has hand too. So the parents can be doing that, but allow this child to go to school. So look for a way that you can stabilize this family.
Yeah.
It's not about just arresting the child. Go to just really change location. If they used to fly Oja, they will follow our Kale. That's just the truth. That's the truth. Okay. Moving on to the next on the stories we have with Anambra State gubernatorial election. Our PVC collection population could decide governorship race. Okay, if the adage we say is that a child's first step determines his future holds true, then the November 8, 2025 governorship election in Anambra State will serve as a litmus test for the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Prof. Josh Amukwiton, and his commitment to credible election. On November 8, which is tomorrow, the people of Anambra State will head to the polls to elect the next governor who will oversee the state's affairs for the next 4 years. The responsibility of conducting the poll rests squarely with the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Joash Amukwiton, who assumed office week after being sworn in by President Bola Tinubu. Under the immediate past INEC leadership led by Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, the commission had become a scourge which drastically made Nigerians lose interest in the country's electoral process. Acknowledging these frustrations, Amukwiton, while speaking at the INEC headquarters in Abuja during his inauguration meeting with directors, vowed to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's electoral process, describing it as non-negotiable. He pledged to deliver free, fair, and credible elections that will reflect the true will of Nigerians. You have something to say?
Yes, I do. Of course, all eyes on Anambra come to tomorrow's go by election there. All right, and this happens to be his first task.
Yes.
Okay, and first let's talk about Nigerians. We already have this orientation mentality. We don't even know this. What do we call it now? Voter apathy.
Yeah.
And this is coming from the fact that. They say they believe that most times our vote don't count. So why am I going to? Why am I disturbing myself?
Yes.
Why am I going out? Like that. Okay. And again, I had this guy. This is his first task, just like I said earlier. So Willie want to prove himself like he's
worthy.
Yes, worthy of the task. That he's capable. Or will it be the case of he who plays the piper will dictate the tune, like that.
One thing that I would say is to whom
much is given,
much is given, much is expected.
That's in two ways, my dear.
And I will also say that to who much is expected from, much has to be given. Now we are expecting Amukwiton to deliver, to do the needful. We want to see that people come out in mass and vote. Yeah. Those lapses that were being that we are still trying to step up from the past INEC chairman Mahmoud, have they been able to correct it first?
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah. No. I'm just
Okay.
yes,
Have they
agreeing
been
to what
able
you
to
the question.
to like correct those things? So if we're looking for results, we should also know that we've handed this person with enough resources to deliver. So we cannot. So I'm very optimistic
About
that the election will come, but
Okay.
I'm not putting my hopes so
High.
and say it doesn't have to fail.
Okay.
Just like you said, this is his first test, so there is a chance that he needs to. He's not just going to, just the same way our president said, Nigeria has been in a state where it's not something I'll just come and deliver them from one day.
Okay.
It's a process.
Okay.
So in as much as I'm optimistic about the result, I am also very like, how do I say it? Like on both sides, like, okay.
Yes, just
Yes.
in case.
Just in case.
If this one happen, fine. If this one
If
happen,
it still
fine.
doesn't happen, but I also try to look at it from this end that
Yeah.
he's just coming. I think just a month.
So you
ago.
don't expect
I don't
much
expect
from
so
him.
much. But yes, I expect that we would see changes, but not on 100.
Okay.
You know that-
you have said something earlier. To whom much is given, much is
Much is
expected, and I said it's in two ways. Okay,
Yes.
the much given is by whom? You know, to whom much is given, much is expected. Is it the fact that we are expecting as citizens to give this best, or is it the fact that the people that put you there
To give-
want you to
give
do
your
something,
best,
give
give
them?
best to
that
them.
he's making the headline. Even
Okay.
Tinubu told him that we want to see in your own, how do they say it? During your own time, that these and these and
I
these
hope the
will be done.
cabals we allow him do.
That is what we are also saying. That is where I'm coming from. That in as much as we expect so much from this person, is their independence.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Exactly.
Is their independence. And what he needs, is it provided? Because we have issues or stories of there was not enough ballot papers and the beavers was
They stole
malfunctioning.
it.
We had technological this thing.
Where is
We
that
didn't have
coming from?
this,
Where is
we
all
didn't
that
have
coming
that.
from?
So that's why I said, if you are expecting this person to deliver, I hope all these other things have been tackled. So let's not say, we are expecting one maximum result.
Well, for me, I am expecting because
You are expecting. I'm not
the
expecting
trumpet,
maximum
they
result.
blew his
this is
trumpet so
perspective.
loud.
This is perspective,
Okay.
and that's me. I
Okay,
don't expect
okay.
100. I am open to
SSR.
we try again.
SSR. One thing I don't like about these people is because when Mahmoud just got in, I'm sure he would say this, I'm going to do this, I would do
Yeah,
that.
of course he did that.
Okay.
They
And
blew his
then-
trumpet so loudly.
And then along the line, something happened. And along the line, it got to the part, all of the things that he said, I said, where is he coming from? It happened. The errors were just too much.
Too much.
And he had to come out to even apologize
Were
at a
technical
time.
glitches.
And you understand what I'm trying to say. I do not like that they will come out. I hope they understand integrity, their integrity. They should also watch out for it. Apart
at
from the,
stake.
yes, I do not like that when you come with all the
Paparazzi,
yes, and all,
pledges.
and then along the line, something you cannot. It all looks like you don't
Then
even
you-
know what
you bring up
Just
lame
like
excuses.
You can't-
Just like
Yes.
you said, the trumpet is being
Ah, he
blown
did,
so
Yes,
loud,
they did.
and then
yes.
the result is more like a talking drum. It's so low. It's not as-
Exactly.
So let's match. If you're coming and you're saying
And-
you want to do this, it's okay.
Match of the energy.
It's okay it's okay to come out and say we will try, but don't come and say in my own
Exactly.
I'm able to do this. No,
That's why I said the
I
trumpet,
don't like that.
the trumpet is loud.
That's why I'm saying I'm not going to expect 100, but then I'll expect the best.
Okay.
But I'm also giving room for irregularity.
That trumpet
And-
where they blow. Now maybe they expect much from her.
And SSR. Okay.
Yes.
The other time when we were taking the headlines, I saw a part where, because I want to talk about independence now. I hope they will give him that to function well. Where is it a judge or something talked about giving, watch out for your independence. I mean, he was talking to the judiciary, the justice. Yeah, that they should watch out for their independence, and it's coming from somewhere.
Yes.
That's coming from somewhere. So
Yes.
I hope that this independence, he has everything to take.
make some certain
yes, everything it
decisions.
should take to make certain decisions. Thank you. That's where I'm going. Integrity is key, please. So it's not about the blowing of trumpet. It's not about coming out to say I can do this. I can. Yeah, just like you said. I think I'll just go with you.
In between?
I'll go with her. I'm
Don't
not
sit
gonna-
on the
I'm not-
fence. Calm
I
down.
will go with her.
Don't sit on the fence. Calm down.
No,
Is it-
Sharon, I'll go with her. I won't expect so much so that I won't get disappointed.
Yes.
Mahmoud said a lot of things. Mahmoud promised Nigeria
Made
so
so
many
many
things.
promises.
Yes, and then ballot system errors and all. Before you,
Glitches.
yes. And then I'm like, were you not prepared for this task? I mean, before
Don't
you,
introduce something
leadership.
that you've not even like
For
run a
somebody
test
who is
on.
aspiring to be there, I always say that you should
your
start
homework.
preparing yourself
Do your
from you know, from
Yes.
I mean, for a long time. Yes, not just that time, and then you're trying to
To fix it
I
at
don't
the
like,
end
you
of the
know,
day.
Yes, I'm not cool with
That's
that.
it. So that's just it. You know, if we really want to talk about this, we have so many angles to talk about.
Yeah.
It from. In the aspect of independence,
Yeah.
in the aspect of the resources,
Yeah.
in the aspect of technological glitches.
Tomorrow is
This-
his first
that tends
test.
that tends to be like a new word now in the Nigerian system.
The technological glitches now.
It's
Are
a
they
lot.
self this thing, or it's just
An excuse.
And you know, everybody, when it comes to jam, technological glitches, when it came to this and technology, it's not the new term. You know,
It's-
we've
it's
moved
national
away from-
excuse.
It's a national
okay?
excuse.
Let's wait for the Rainbow Tower.
You know,
Tomorrow is just around the corner.
Although they said a lot of people came out for PVC collection.
Yeah.
They're over
Hope for the best.
98%.
Hope for the best.
They-
So, and I'm wishing them a free, fair election come Saturday. Anambra people, I hope you're ready.
Exactly.
Yes, I hope you're ready. Okay.
Tomorrow will let us know whether he's
How it's going to be
capable
like?
or not.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so moving on, the Nigerian Senate orders NAFDAC to ban sachet alcohol by December. The Nigeria Senate has ordered the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, not to extend the December 31st, 2025 deadline for the production of alcohol in sachet. The resolution followed a motion of urgent national importance sponsored by Senator Asukwo Ekpenyong, Cross River South, during Tuesday plenary session. Presenting the motion, Ekpenyong said the directive was in line with global regulatory standards and international best practices aimed at reducing alcoholic-related harm among Nigerians. He recalled that in 2018, the Federal Ministry of Health, Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, NAFDAC, and industry bodies, including the Association of Food, Beverages and Tobacco Employers, voluntarily signed a 5-year memorandum of understanding to gradually phase out sachet and small bottle alcoholic drinks. Ekpenyong explained that the federal government, upon appeals from manufacturers, had already granted a one-year moratorium in 2024 to enable producers to exhaust existing stock and transition to complaint packaging alternatives. However, the lawmaker expressed concern that some manufacturers were lobbying for another extension, which he said would undermine regulatory authorities, endanger public health, and perpetuate the circulation of harmful alcoholic products in the market. He warned that the continued availability of high-strength alcoholic beverages in sachet form has contributed to addiction, impaired cognitive development, school dropout, domestic violence, and increased road accidents, particularly among commercial drivers and young people.
Yeah, the last line, where, you know, the people who patronize that, yeah, and of course we can talk about people who take it, the risk
Yes.
involved in taking it, health issues, drivers now, when they drive, you know what's going to happen. But then I'm going to talk about people who sell it. You know, I see people, especially in the night, you see them, yaoni
It's
shepe,
easily
and
accessible, that's the issue.
hold on, please. You know, I don't know how someone will make that a job, your work, to sell this kind of thing. Is that a job? Eh?
Okay.
And they put it, you know, people gather around them. This,
And they're selling.
yes.
As I said, it's easily accessible. Even anybody can get it.
And
it's
then-
not regulated. It's everywhere. And it's really leading to a menace in the society. But now you
Honestly.
see alcohol drivers, their mouth and their breath is gushing of alcohol.
If we don't have people selling it, we wouldn't have people buying it.
And if we don't have people producing
Manufacturing it,
which is
we
man-
wouldn't-
so
yes,
you
we
see,
wouldn't
Now
have-
it brings me back
We wouldn't
to
have people
it brings
who
me
will
back to what
patronize them.
Ekpenyong said. Ekpenyong said that they have agreed that the company producing this sachet should do away with whatever is
they have,
left.
Yes.
You know, whatever is left. Then he also said that Ekpenyong also said that this company are lobbying for an extension. So they are not considering the right of the health factors. They are looking at their own pockets, because if this company consider the health factors, they don't want to lobby for an extension. They want to put an end to this. So now how are we sure that there will not be an extension? If Ekpeyong and the rest have made an agreement, how are we sure that there won't be an extension? And this company, how are we sure they will release whatever they have in stock?
Do away with whatever they
Whatever,
have.
yes, do away with whatever they have in stock without releasing it. Because as this one they go, on that company they release new one.
That's the thing. That's why there's a regulation. And then
Fine. Now this company, what would they be doing?
We've had talks like this, and they will come out to say this is what they are going to do, and in the end,
They won't do
they
it.
won't do it. The follow up, sustaining the vibe.
But I like the fact that it's coming up now.
Yes, it
We
is.
still have like
We have this thing
we
long
still have,
ago,
like, a
before
month
now.
plus before December 31st, which is the deadline. So the fact that it is up now, I trust that Nigerians will be at the watch looking for those things that they will probably do, so they will hold them accountable. But then, with the way you are looking at me, it's more like the Nigerians that are the consumers of this product.
They will look for another way to. You don't do.
That's what I said. They'll look for another
our
means.
time.
They'll rebrand it and bring it out again.
Because of our time, let's just quickly run through other
Okay,
stories.
all
that
right,
we have.
all right.
Because if we want to talk about this, everybody will get a point for it.
Okay.
Okay, we have a retired policeman protest. They said they've been turned to beggars, that after 35 years of service, there is nothing to show for it. We have a video for that. I don't know if we can bring it up. A video.
Yeah. Okay.
We should have a video for that.
All right,
Okay,
while waiting for that,
the
yes,
video.
okay. I don't know why someone will serve the country for 35 years and then you reduce them to nothing after serving.
Begging for peanuts.
Yes, I'm sure if these guys had put their lives in something else, you know,
Yes.
Would have generated something
their
good.
strength while they were young, it would have, of course. Imagine them going into business and are you telling me that they won't make huge profit at that time
course
and
they
they won't be
will.
relaxing and enjoying life? Why would somebody serve the nation for 35 years? Seeing them protesting.
And you go back home
I
with
saw the
nothing.
video and a guy was at them and was asking this question that do senators, do they protest for their
Yes, that's a good
yes,
point there.
do they?
They don't have to.
Why?
So why is it that the common man
Even if you're serving under someone, at the end of the day, they will set you start up your own business.
And then what is responsible for this? What is responsible for this?
And of course, they
is
won't
it
start
that
for
they are
that
not
35
taking
years.
Uh-huh.
You start maybe 2 months, 5 years. They'll settle you. You start up your own business and you make yourself big and known.
You know, this is a cry out, not just for those that are retired, but even those that are still in office.
Just like you
People
using
go they fear not to even enter the police force
Yes.
because
Yes.
if they treat them like this,
That's a
Join the
and
force.
some of them are even sleeping on the street.
you wouldn't want to join the force.
Even
You
looking
won't.
at them, you know, so you wouldn't want to join. So I think we should do better because at the end of the day, these are the people that we still want to protect us. If nobody wants to join the force, then who are going to be our protectors?
So did you say we should do better? The government should do
Sorry,
better.
the government.
They
You
should
know,
do
I'm
better.
trying not to. I'm making it like we are
personal,
Nigerians.
yeah, all of
This
us
is our
together
Saying
collectively.
the government should
It's
do
our
better.
country.
Since the people up there don't go out to protest, when they leave office, they don't go out to protest for their.
As a country,
Yes.
we should do
No, we should. We should.
do
Okay.
better.
Okay.
Okay, moving on straight to the story, the last story that we have. Hilda Basi received second Guinness World Record plate for largest jollof rice pot.
Yeah,
Finally.
we don't have to. We don't.
Two, not one.
We don't have to talk about the bad. Oh, we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. So this is a good one for Nigeria, at least for now. We need a good story like this, success story, to ginger us, to give us,
To motivate
us.
us and
We
every young
do,
person
we
out
do,
there.
We do.
I
And
like the
kudos to
fact
her.
that she's really
Yes.
putting us out there from the first record that she did
To the second one, yeah.
the cookathon
Cookathon.
for day for I've forgotten the hours or how many days
I
she
think
spent
for
doing it.
400 or something like
Yes,
that.
that's a commendable one. And then this one again. I think we should also try and just do something to put us out there. It's
Something
really
good.
Something good. Let
Something
Nigerians,
good.
You know, of course, something good. Let Nigerians.
It's a good one. Kudos to her, and I hope that she will also be a role model to others, especially
You
young
know,
people out there.
I love the fact that you talk about role models, because you saw that you spoke about Anini and somebody was like, it's a legend.
Yeah.
We have role models that you should look up to. We have people like Hilda Basi. We have people like is it Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala?
Yeah.
We have people like that, Chimamanda. Do you understand? So there are people that you should look up to. Don't always look at the other side. Because, you know, I also said something about correcting children and people seeing that when people go away with things, they'll be like, I can also go away with it. So let's set good examples that the people after us can emulate. And because of our time, I think we should just take our parting shots.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to start. I will end with the way I started from that line. I said, please go out there, relax. It's the weekend, have fun, and wine. Monday is peeping already, so you brace up for work. But for now, enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, I'll be out of here. Enjoy your weekend.
Okay, Sharon.
Security is everybody's business. It's not the government's business. It's not a one-person thing. It's everybody. My name is Sharon Gabriel. Nice having you around.
Okay, I'll take it from what you said. Security is everybody's business. It's not a one-man's business. With our own collective effort, we would make our state good. We'll make our country good. So don't just say it's the government. You need to take charge. We all need to take charge. It's I, Susan Monilari, and next week the show comes your way again. This is Perspective on OSRC TV. It's bye from us.
Bye.
Ow.